What's the time? Beaver time. So, we're doing beavers again. This is going to be a redemption run. I did not manage to beat the prince last time, and that never sits right with me, so I'm going to try a second time. We're only taking along beavers. And I love that I can actually tell this at a glance. These are both female beavers. You can tell by the eyes, you can tell by the brow line and the ears. That's crazy. I knew that they had differences in their faces, but I had no idea it was male and female. That's crazy to me that I did not notice. All right, so how are you doing, cats and kittens? It is I, your weird Uncle XV, coming at you, not streaming this time, just recording. I finished a big project a lot quicker than I thought I was going to, so I am using the spare time to kill a prince with some beavers. Let's go get some regicide. Yeah! Yeah! Anyway, moving along. So, not bad, not bad. This is actually pretty good. Vitality is just max vitality for everybody, which isn't the most important just yet. That hidden gem is a big dice roll because it can be something really, really solid, and it can be something really, really useless. Whereas the gift is just $250. So that's what we're gonna. That is what we are going to go with. So, as I said last time, I tier beavers very, very highly, especially when I remember to put them in the back row like I had planned. Fuck it, whatever. Hang on one second. Okay, so I tier beavers very highly, and the reason why I do, I consider them to be useful in any group. Their ability to create what is essentially an armor golem that will not only will it take up space on the field, but also, I mean, it will attract enemies. It's not just that it can block your row; it will actually attract aimed fire, which means it is a chance to miss. It is a chance to force a miss, and that is it's non-standard crowd control, which is something that this game does not have any stuns. It does not have. You can be pacified. You cannot pacify others. The best you can do is to move someone into a. The best you can possibly do is to move someone into a different lane. Sorry, I'm just turning off a cat toy. One more time. The best you can do is move someone to a different lane or otherwise force them to waste their action. So let me make sure that I got this right. Yes, I did. Okay. And away we go. Once again, I am not streaming this one, so you did not miss me. I am currently at work. I am just doing this. This is what I'm doing. I have a couple hours to myself, and I've decided that what I'm going to do is tape myself killing a prince with some beavers. Because, why wouldn't I? Really, if given a choice, why wouldn't I? Anyway, moving along. So, what I keep trying to say, beavers don't have any big hitting talents. They really don't. They have a couple of decent... they have a couple of decent weapon damage talents, and most of the rest of their talents are either extremely situational or are focused on moving armor around, putting huge amounts of armor, usually on barricades, but also can be on their row or on themselves or on whatever. Don't really need an upper hand. It's just 6 damage. I don't want to draw it. Okay, moving along. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. We're going to go to that fish butcher right now because I'm okay with losing everything else that's on the field. And what we're going to get is this here cleaver. We're going to take that cleaver, put it into the offhand, and we are going to ditch the round shield for now. And by for now, I mean permanently, because it's just gone. It's not like I can go back and get it later. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take intelligence and then the heavy patrol if nothing better comes up. I'm a little concerned because I'm pretty sure that the heavy patrol, I don't have anything. I have nothing good. The heavy patrol is not going to be too dangerous because it's two beavers. I'm going to be able to hide behind a wall. But at the same time, it's going to take a long time, and the longer it goes, because I don't really have any, I just ditched my round shield, so I have no means of getting armor back onto my barricades. I could get worn down through attrition. I'm going to play it safe. If I get my level, I should get my level from this. And upon getting my level from this, if there is nothing better than that heavy patrol, I'll go after heavy patrol. Again, heavy patrol it's a serious fight, but it's not as serious. It's not, I mean, it's not fight or flight. It is not fight or flight. I might be able to take on fight or flight if I get at least a level and some better weapons between now and then. Good. Okay, and I'm going to take that deep strike. All right, let's see what you got. So first off, actually, you know what? I like this active recovery. I'm going to take this. Discard all skills in hand, draw that many, party gains 5 armor. So it does 2 things. Both of those things are valuable. First of all, it cycles out useless cards from my hand. And second of all, it gives party 5 armor. Please remember, please keep in mind, from what I said last time, your barricades count as party members. They will receive this. Fortification, I keep trying to make it work, but the truth of the matter is that 3 armor per turn, just it's not an exciting amount of armor. I will pick it up if there is nothing better, but don't expect too much out of it. It's not really going to be an extremely impactful. It's not going to be very impactful talent. I had fun with the Haymaker last time, and You Shall Not Pass is also quite good because it's 25 armor and then it banishes itself. But I need better damage right now, so I'm going to take that Haymaker. And it looks like I will not be going after the Heavy Patrol. So I'm going to do Boat Merchant and then Crypt. Okay, that's good. When I say that's good, what I mean is I'm not going to be passing up a Kilderkin or Kilderkin. That's on the first street. The Kilderkin or the Crypt are the 2 things that I will stop everything to go after. In addition to obviously the informant task. So it's the informant task on every street. Kilderkin is must have. I will basically stop everything to jump at the Kilderkin. And Crypt, as I keep on mentioning, it is, in my opinion, it is so valuable that it is must have. Now, I want to harken back to something that a frequent commenter, Klaatu, mentioned in the comments of the last video. Because in that video, I also managed to demonstrate how constantly going after the Ancient Amulet can, in fact, fuck you. If you are incapable of discarding cards, that means dead cards stay in your hand. By dead cards, I mean cards that belong to dead party members stay in your hand. And I have actually lost runs because my hand just filled up with dead cards, and I had literally no means of getting rid of them. So I basically soft locked myself into just staring across the avenue at the prince as he just sort of stood there with his arms crossed and smiled at me. The motherfucker, that absolute prick. That absolute prick. I hate him so much. And I will murder him every opportunity that I get. Anyway, so moving on. So I do want to point that out, and I want to point out that it is a very good point, that there is an inherent risk in picking up an Ancient Amulet. If you lose anyone, you are actually going to be hit much harder than you otherwise would, because those dead cards will not drop out of your hand. Also, if you have certain very specific ruins, they will stay in your hand and keep hitting you with those negative effects. Gambler helps. Cards that ruin or otherwise banish other cards very much help. Cards that discard help, but keep in mind, it is possible. It is possible to get to a point where, give me 1 second. Okay, they're both hitting this one. So here's what I'm going to do. I am not going to continue to attack. This is 2 two 10 hits over this, so this will actually stay up for another round. And I'm not going to use that refresh just yet. So yes, please keep in mind that while I am more or less obsessed with the Ancient Amulet, and I will continue to go after it literally every opportunity, please keep in mind that there is an inherent risk in there is an inherent risk in it. Whether or not that risk is enough to warrant you giving it up, that is entirely up to you. I cannot make that decision for you. I will say that for me specifically, it is not. The risk in that this, doing this might actually end my run by just dying on this fucking encounter, because these three guys suck. That also doesn't stop me. Fucking nothing stops me. I like the Ancient Amulet. I like it a lot. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move him back into the back because he is pretty close to death. And I want him to tick down. 5 and 10. Okay, so that's going to be the end of my barricades. Oh, Okay. I see. Give me one moment. That's my fault. I didn't realize what they were hitting me with. I think I should be okay, though. That bleed is coming up next round, but this one is dead. And also... Hang on. Let's just help you along a bit. Okay. So that is 3 bleed coming in on Sanderson and Oakmont. Okay. You'll notice that I've barely touched the 2 monks. I really don't care about them that much. They're not very dangerous. It's these guys who suck. Just absolutely suck. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to do this to make sure that I now have 2 sharpened steels in hand. And then I'm going to resolve some problems before they get to be unmanageable. Okay. He's doing that again. All right, so do I not? Nope, I don't have anything. Okay, cool. Actually, I really probably should have used at least one of those on a shield, because he's going to take 5 damage. But I am more okay. Shit, that's bad. It was more than 5 damage there, wasn't it? What are you doing? Okay, so the crypt is, technically speaking, the crypt is one of several encounters that are intended to be for Iris, the Haunted One, who I haven't played in a little while, and I'm going to get back to. I'm also going to get back to the Powder Master, because I have not streamed a Powder Master run in literally 2 years now. So I'm going to change that. Oh, good. Okay. That ought to kill you. Cool. All right. So those encounters, you will notice that there are... I'm going to get you back in that. I want him to tick down. I don't want to fucking have to deal with him at all anymore. Damaging, but not too bad. So you'll notice that there are going to be some encounters you will still run into when you are not taking Iris that will have effects and whatever that are specifically targeting Iris, and they just get to be freebies for you. This crypt is... I don't believe that for Iris this is a fight. I think that for Iris what this is it's a spirit, because they're all spirits. There's a spirit, and also I believe this is the her dagger upgrade. Okay. So talisman is some money for an upgrade token, which is what I want. Fingers crossed for something good. Fingers crossed for something good. It's not that good. It's not terrible. Not great. I'm going to stick this onto Rush so that when we apply it, we can apply 9. What the hell else am I using Rush for? Shit. I don't like this. All right, so let me explain what's happening. So this one right here, large crowd, this is a blocked card. That means until it ticks down, I can't click on this and I can't move past it. This is my crossroads, which will wipe all that away. This thief will rob me for 100 florins, but it might be worth it if there's something underneath him, because there's a 10 underneath both, and one of them might be a Kilderkin, and I want a Kilderkin. It was a courage. You know what? I'll take a fucking courage. I'll absolutely take a courage. Courage is take 10 vitality damage in exchange for +1 permanent stamina per round. And this turned out to be a sparring partner, which I cannot afford. Doesn't matter. I'll spend $100 for the free stamina. Oh, the bears. These fucking guys. All right, hold on. So here's what I'm going to do. Next level up, I'm going to give each of them, or at the very least Oakmont, but I'm going to probably give both of them an additional will apiece so that they can start replenishing their barricades when they get knocked down, so that they can get up again. You are never... I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to stop. You're never going to keep them down. All right. So, first of all, let's get a little bit more pepper on this. And how about you? Okay. You notice bleed still goes on them, cripple still goes on them, panic sometimes still goes on them. It's just that it'll tick down. It just doesn't actually do anything, which is nice. I like that. I'm on board with it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Enough fucking around. Okay. Dang it. I'm not paying attention to the order I'm playing cards in. I could have done that much better. I probably could have killed them both, but it's not going to hurt me. But I really should pay closer attention to the things that I'm doing. I'll take that. Ooh, Digging Deep is also quite nice. I did not respect Digging Deep when I first unlocked it, but in the time since then, I have come to really, really appreciate Digging Deep. But I'm going to take this reserves instead. And I'm going to take some better weapons now. Halberd? No, not Halberd. But I am going to change their armors around, because Oakmont got 1 free stamina already, so now they can both have 4 stamina. Do I want this halberd? I really don't want this halberd. It is too expensive. Okay. And 12 damage is good for weapon damage cards. I'm alright with it. Okay. That fight or flight is too much for me, but I can take this heavy patrol. Let's get our armor golems up. Now, when it's asking me, because it moves the... Let me try that again. It is asking me to move this character twice. So I moved him back, and now it is asking me if I want to move somewhere else. If you don't want it to move anywhere else, you don't have to pick another spot. You can just pick the spot that he's on, and he'll stay put. You won't get any additional damage or anything like that from cripple or anything, but at the very least, you can cease his movement so that you can continue to boot them into the back. That was... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, because I've got the Ancient Amulet, so I'm not, in fact, discarding. Oh, I forgot to hit the button. That was very smart of me. All right. Okay. Okay. Actually, I am okay with that crippled because spear does double damage to crippled targets, which is nice. So, there we go. I might want to, as soon as I get anything that spreads the cripple around, I can. I'll swap over to that. I will take this digging deep. Thank you very much. I will not take this warbow. Will I take this warbow? This warbow actually might not be a bad idea. I do like having the cleaver though. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the cleaver in reserve for now. I have a couple of different ways of getting rid of it. By which I mean to say I have 2 ways of getting rid of it. Because it's going to be stuck in my hand once that arrives. However, I do like that warbow for a character in the back rank. All right, so we are going to up will. We are going to up will. All 3 of these are great. Oh, all 3 of these are great. Born Leader, Steadfast, and Cutthroat. These are all great. That's. I want to point out also that none of them are Beaver-specific talents. Let's see what you've got. It's all right. Banish is no good. This Guardian is no good. Whenever an ally dies, you shall not pass a spawned into your hand. Which I don't like planning for my characters dying because I mean, like I'm going to do everything I can to prevent that from happening. Flow is decent enough for now. And as for you, so. Born Leader, once per turn, when your hand size reaches 0, draw 1 card for every ally on this character's rank with stamina remaining. This is an excellent passive. It is card draw just when you need it, because what you want the optimal position for the end of a turn is you are out of stamina and you are out of cards. The closest you can come to out of stamina and out of cards is best. This Born Leader helps you. If you have any stamina left over, this will help you play some more stamina. Steadfast it's just 8 armor per round. It means that I can be a lot looser about armor for this character. And Cutthroat is what I'm going to be taking because it is damage, and that is exactly what I need. It also means that I am going to be. Can I take this fight or flight? I'm going to try to take this fight or flight. I've got 2. I've got 2 will on each, which means I can replenish their barricades. I have decent weapons, and I actually have quite a bit of bleed. I'm working on the guy in the back first because he can actually reach me. Okay? That right there is the reason why we pick up additional. Okay, give me 1 second. Hang on. Much better. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Just keep cycling, looking for decent cards. And you... I don't need to blow something big on you, so I'm going to go with a smaller one and a bit more armor on everybody. Okay. So... Okay. And now that I've done that, I realize that what I really should have done was had Sanderson make all of those attacks, because Sanderson has Cutthroat, and it also means that I want Sanderson to have multi-strike attacks and multi-strike weapons, because every individual hit is another stack of bleed. So here is what's happening next. So they are going to be knocking down this barricade, but not immediately. They're going to be knocking down this barricade, but not immediately. All right. I'm going to leave this guy alive because I cannot throw him into the back. I can't throw this guy into the back this round. And I don't want them attacking twice in a row. What I mean to say is basically I'm delaying them. This is now going to go into the back row for next round, who will die from bleed, and give me a little bit more time to sort out what's happening in the front row. I want to point out again, kids, don't try this at home. The reason why I am able to do this is because I've got 2 beavers. That's really it. That is the only reason why I'm capable of doing this, is because I've got extra beaver. That'll kill him. I ain't talking about no solo beaver. I got extra beaver, yo. The reason why I don't usually make dumb beaver puns, as it turns out, is because I'm fucking terrible at it. I'm so bad at this. Good. Decent amount of bleed. So now I am pretty happy about this. Okay, so oh, look at that. Because of the order of operations matters. So he's going to go first, then him. So he's going to hit this for 6, then he's going to hit it for 18, and neither of them will hit one of my beavers. You're safe back there, ladies. All right, so we're going to boot him. And he'll die from his bleed. Okay. I do really like Haymaker. I like the displacement that it offers me. It is unfortunate that my problem is that I cannot stop thinking about how is this going to help me on the Prince, because that's what it's coming up to. And in doing so, I'm doing myself a major disservice. Hello, Double Team, because there's a lot of game between now and the Prince that I'm still going to have to live through. I guess I'll swap this out for Superior Medium, and I will look for an upgrade as soon as I can. Yeah, it's only going to get harder from here, he says. Nah. I want to point out, I have been able to successfully take on, fuck that fortune teller, I've been able to successfully take on Fight or Flight in all of the runs that I have recorded. I have successfully taken it on twice. Once with dual beavers, and once with dual rabbits, which shocked the hell out of me. I did not think I would be able to. This one, going into this, because beavers are so strongly defensive, especially this early in the game, even without any of the extra bells and whistles that they will eventually, hopefully, be afforded. Armory reserves, and we're going to go for the elite combat. Okay. And get nothing good out of it. Splendid. Fucking great. No, still no, because that halberd is going to be the only thing that he does this round. What a shitty armor reserve. I'm going to kill you guys because your armor reserve fucking sucks. That's why I stuck around. That's why I'm still here. I am dissatisfied with the level of service that you have offered. Yeah, sure. I'll just leave you right there. That's fine. All right. I consistently forget that Sanderson has Cutthroat. All right. Cleaver. Cool. And okay. All right, we're all set. Okay. Oh, I should have left him alive. So that these guys have a delayed turn. The having up to 4 barricades to throw out in a round, you'll notice it affords me just a truly unreasonable amount of tactical flexibility. By which I mean to say, I can just fucking ignore a lot of what these guys are doing, because I know that they will not be able to reach me. Okay. Deep Strike, by the way, it is a very solid nuke, but please keep in mind, it will only do its extra damage if the opponent is in the back rank. In the front rank, it only does 5 damage. Pew! And also, pew. Alright, all set. I'll take that brace. And we'll go for that fucking arena. Look at that fucking arena. Hell yeah, arena. This bear is a friendly bear. The reason why this is important is because it's if you have at least $150, you can walk away with 300. If you have $300, you can walk away with enough money to last you for a good long time. The earlier you run into this, the better, because it resolves a lot of problems you can otherwise potentially have with money. And they are going to be knocking down this barricade, but they are only going to be knocking down this barricade. They're not going to be doing too much else. I need better card draw. I'm feeling better about this run overall immediately. Having 2 decent passives offered to me right away makes a huge difference in how I feel we are doing / will be doing. I'm going to save this Deep Strike for if I can boot one of these guys to the back, because otherwise it's just worth 5 damage. Hey, look at that. We can boot them to the back. So, you, and also you, why not? Just leave you right there. Okay. Go. I'll take that yellow powder. I will take that yellow powder. And the reason why I'll take that yellow powder is because I've got a Beaver with Cutthroat. Second round. The second round is a bit more difficult than the first because it includes this motherfucker right here. The Enforcer and the Thug are no great shakes, but this motherfucker right here is... he's a... You only see him in special combats. He's got some interest. Well, for example, one of the things you can see him in is this is the motherfucker who stands next to Spitter. That's where you might recognize him from. And now that we don't have Spitter, I want to point out how fucking badass this guy looks. Look at this guy. He's wearing, those are brass knuckles, and his fucking bandolier of knives. Those aren't even throwing knives. They have full hilts. Those are just knives. He's just got a bunch of knives stuck to him. Why? I don't fucking know. Okay. Okay. We're just going to sit back and wait. They're not going to be able to knock through my armor. By which I mean to say my barricade. Let's get rid of some of the things that I don't care about. Vanguard, you're going to see that I don't really care too much about Vanguard. Vanguard is the exact opposite of Deep Strike. It gives you extra effect if you're in the front rank, which, as you've noticed, I'm just never doing. See? Deep Strike. You. Don't need this brace. I'm going to hold on to the rest. I don't believe that it is necessary to have really any more than 2, maybe 3 will on your beavers. Honest to God, you're never really, I mean, not never, but I do very, 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 very strongly recommend. Nope. I do very strongly recommend that you have at least 2 will. You want to be able to replenish your barricade, and then from there, basically play it by ear. Is your barricade? So there's the reason why I am taking this is because of the cutthroats, so that I can put some bleed on an entire row. And that, so I can just, get a lot of benefit out of that cripple. None of these. Don't need a second digging deep. I want to point out that I am now level 4. Going into the first boss at level 4 is kind of a big deal. I'll usually be level 3. The reason why we're level 4, we went after a couple of major elite encounters, and also the arena. The arena is worth a lot of experience, is what I'm trying to say. It is worth, actually, a lot of experience. I will take clout. Clout? The most that this can be is 20, and it's only for a barricade. This I can put on other characters, or in a pinch I can use it as an attack, so I'll take clout. Okay, I'll take You Shall Not Pass. It's fine. I don't see people walk out of here with that arrangement too often. Motherfucker, you watch me walk out of here with that arrangement literally every goddamn day. Let's re-roll the talent, shall we? I'm okay with getting rid of You Shall Not Pass. And I will fucking worth it. I'm going to take this here, Focus Fire. Focus Fire is the hidden gem of the Beaver talents. It is Beaver's best talent. It's single use because it banishes itself. And, well, you'll see it in a second. Wow. Okay. It's Beaver City in here. All right, then. Take you all to Beaver Town. I'm going to take you down to Beaver Town. I'm so sorry. Let's pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Overhaul I quite like. Fundamentalist I don't care about. Toxic is no good, really, although I do like everything else that you've got. Toxic is very good. Whenever this character receives damage, the attacker gains 1 poison. I do not want to add too many guys just yet. I don't want to... Wow, you can really see. If you look at their faces, so Fandral Desolin is male. Look at his face. Like, their face shape is completely different. They've got different cheekbones, too. Oh, shit. It's pretty cool. We're going to be going with Cartwright, Arya Cartwright, because I like everything that they have got. I like everything that they've got. And I don't really like passing the torch. Do I not like passing the torch? I'm sorry. I'm agonizing over this because I like the idea of having a second cutthroat. Toxic is good, but it's not great because she's going to be in the back row. Although she's got heavy armor, so I really actually could put her into the front row. I could very easily put her into the front row. That is definitely a thing that I could do. And then we could make some good use out of Toxic. And she's already wearing heavy armor. All right, we'll take her. I'm not going to take... Thank you, guys, of the illustrious Trestleford clan. Thank you very much. Please give my best wishes back to the rest of your family. However, it's a no. And Fandral Desolin, too bad about that passing the torch. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It really isn't. I'm just making excuses for not taking you. So where will we be placing you? So you are already in the front. Love that Warhammer. That Warhammer is my good friend. I still don't have anything to use this cleaver on. Regular heavy, okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Hello, Spitter. Oh, it's not Spitter! Just to fuck with me. Well then. Okay. So I am still going to throw barricades, full front row of barricades. The reason why I'm doing still a full front row is because this barricade over here, remember, it counts as a party member. If they are going to choose a lane to attack, they will now let me try that again. They now have effectively a 1 in 3 chance of choosing this lane and wasting their attack. It is something that I could have and possibly should have been doing all this time. However, I only had 4 will, and now I've got 6 will overall. So, I didn't want to waste it, potentially. Let's see. What you doing, Sledge? Well, let's get rid of this Billman. A little bit of bleed, a little bit of bleed. Nothing major. Nothing exciting. I'm going to start work on this Billman. This is Sledge. Sledge ain't shit. Okay, so this is Focus Fire. Focus Fire is, I'm hoping to have multiple versions of this, multiple copies. Whenever the opponent is attacked, apply 1 stack of Overwhelm. It is a permanent. It does not drop off, it does not wear away, and it is a banish card, so I can theoretically only use it once. I will be trying to find ways of getting it back into my hand, if at all possible, for, I should hope, fairly fucking obvious reasons. Do I now have 2 active recoveries? I do have 2 active recoveries. That's nice. Okay. Okay, and I'll just keep that in hand for now, shall I? Please notice that having one of them offset into the back rank, it allows you to, delay their actions. Now, it's Sledge is now taking an action instead of every turn; he's taking one every other turn. This is all very obvious. I mean, this is not super. Like super pro shit here. This will probably kill you. Okay. So, we're going to hold off on attacking Sledge because I want to show you how fucking good Focus Fire is. Can I possibly get even a single? Don't really have a lot of multi-strikes, so I'm going to probably be looking to get an akimbo, or maybe even another rush into my hand. So, here's what we're doing. We're just going to be loading him up with little hits. Just little bitty hits. Just little bits of, just a little bit so hits. Tiny little hit. Why can't you do anything? Oh, God, that's yours. Oh, I see. Duh. Do you see? Tiny little hits, already up to 5 stacks of Overwhelm. This is Focus Fire. And Focus Fire stacks. If I have 3 copies of Focus Fire and I put them all on the same guy, every time I hit them, they get 3 Overwhelm. And he's still got that 6 Overwhelm right here. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to take the double team because I do not have, I don't have anyone dual wielding yet for the akimbo. There we are, fucking superior light for the back row. Just plain heavy? Just plain heavy. Okay. This Warhammer is one of my very favorite weapon cards because it has because it just does so much for so little. It is 2 stamina. 13 weapon damage is great, by the way. 13 weapon damage, very high weapon damage. Obviously, I mean, the highest weapon damage you can get are 2 different crossbows, one that is 15 and one that is 20. But high weapon damage is anything that is falchion or above. Anything that is 11 and up would be considered as solid weapon damage, which is the reason why Oakment has a spear for 12, which, by the way, 1 stamina weapon. It is excellent. The warbow is only 10. It is very expensive, but it does deal additional damage if you are firing across multiple ranks. And this warbow, 2 vulnerable, 2 bleed. And if they're already vulnerable, apply to Overwhelm. It is one of my favorite weapons in this game. I fucking love them. All right, so moving on. Almost 5, halfway to 5, and just turned 4. So it's going to be Cartwright. Hello, Madam Cartwright. Fuck yes. Wow. Okay. All right, good. Second skin. Whenever this character receives armor from their armor, they gain double. Perfect. So, wielding heavy armor, they start every combat with 30, which will be doubled to 60, and then every round they will gain 5 additional armor. 5 doubled to 10 additional armor. At this point, I really no longer need to upgrade her to superior heavy at any point. I could, but I don't really need to. Okay, so all right. Don't really need that for right now. He still does have higher. Okay. I could probably have given some of that to Oakman or Cartwright. What I need to focus on from this point. I'm doing. See, this is what I wanted. This is the reason why Cartwright is on the front. These motherfuckers keep on trying to hit her, and in doing so, they just load themselves up with poisons. Okay. Yeah, sure. I think this poison counted as a separate hit. Because I can't think of any other reason why he would still have Overwhelm. Let's try this out. We're going to test this. We're not going to do anything. All right? He's got 2 Overwhelm. Let's see how much he gets at the end of this. Oh my god, it does. It does fucking count. Holy shit. That means bleed does 2, which means you always need to have 1 stack of bleed on you. These are things I've just learned, same as you guys, unless you already knew. If you already knew, why didn't you fucking tell me? I mean, I thought we were bros. I mean, I get it. I don't actually know you. I don't know any of your real names, but still, like, I thought we were tight. What the fuck, man? Why didn't you tell me? And if you didn't know, then, yeah, I take it back. You're all set. We're doing quite well, and I'm happy about it. But I also need to be very, very cautious. Otherwise, this is exactly how... Over-encumbered and Blackfoot Stash. Both of these are your ability. Both of these offer you an ability to remove cards from your hand. Please keep in mind that it's going to be a specific kind of card you can remove from your hand. Blackfoot Stash will only allow you to offload, I believe, skills. There might be something else, but I'm not sure. Over-encumbered lets you get rid of more. You can remove 2 skills, you can forfeit a talent, or you can ruin a card. We're going to be removing 2 skills. We're going to be removing this guard, and I'm going to keep this withdraw this time. So let's just get rid of these 2 guards. I don't really need them so much. The Ducks, nice. Pale Stone, yes. Okay, so the reason why I'm excited about the Pale Stone, the Ducks is another encounter that was added specifically for Iris. And in being added for Iris, each of these things does something, except for the Fish Butcher. The Penitence and the Pale Stone both give something different for Iris. Penitence will give you a ruin that is good for Iris and shit for everybody else. Pale Stone sets Iris's health at 150 max. Like, her max health is reset to 150, but then she gets a negative, as you know, she bleeds out 10 per round if she does not have a spirit up. For not Iris, it is 1 free will to your entire party. So what this right here means, they're all going to be attacking Cartwright, because Cartwright's the only one on the front, so they're all hitting her. And they're all probably going to be throwing Salter's Net right on top of you. It's okay. I'm sure you can handle it. All right. Okay, that's enough for now. One thing about that net is that it does not stack. 30 is the max that can be on any one character. So all three of them putting the same net on Cartwright didn't actually do them any good. By the way, so what this net does is any damage that Cartwright does is going to be applied to these 30 stacks first, and also as long as she has any net on her, her armor will be decreased by 10 per round. She can, however, still do the damage will go against this, but any additional effects that she's throwing around, like for example, if I have her throw sharpened steel on you, you'll notice this 4 bleed goes on, and this is still at 7. Okay, that should be about enough for you. Okay, we're going to hold on for a second, because I don't have anything good in my hand to throw around. Not thrilled about that bleed, but there's not like there's a whole lot I can do about it. Okay, so... Okay. Oh, you know what? Stupid idiot. This guy has fucking 13... Sorry, Oakmont, I did not realize that you had 13 strength on you. I would have had you do that. I am sorry. I am sorry. I did not realize. Did not mean to offend. If I offended by, not giving you the opportunity to murder an otter. Okay. We don't need this focus fire. Okay. Alrighty. Don't need that focus fire this time. Okay. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to boot this guy to the rear so that I don't have to wait for him to die. See that? That was kind of me. I did not draw it out. Taking rear guard, absolutely. Rear guard is a great way of getting some decent armor on your front row. But I don't think I'm going to go for more than one of them this time. Penitence, I do not give a shit about. Well, because I don't want to go to the fish butcher, because all it's going to do is just give me another... It's either going to give me a fucking fish that I don't want, or it's going to give me another... Actually, maybe the fish might not be so bad. I'll take a fish, sure. Because Sanderson and Oakmont are ailing quite a bit, and Sanderson has been ailing for a while, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to see any kind of a healing anything. These guys move around a lot. Alright. So, let's focus you. Okay, that's all I can do this round. I need a lot more card draw. I see. The bleed did not trigger focus fire. Bleed does not trigger focus fire, but the poison did. Interesting. That's really weird. I guess it's strange that the poison counts as an attack, because we've tested this. Poison does not trigger the warden's damage threshold. So I wonder how that works, because I have no idea. Oh, I did that wrong. Whatever. Okay. So I want to point something out about how Clout works. If the target has the same or more vitality than this character, it is weapon damage plus 5. If they have less vitality than this character, apply 15 armor. Please remember, barricades are characters with 0 health. So it's just 15 armor. Keep in mind, by the way, it's the same and less. If you try to hit yourself with clout, what will happen is you'll just hit yourself. You will deal weapon damage to yourself. No, you. This one. Almost. Not quite. I don't want to kill you just yet. Because I don't want these guys to go twice. Not that it really would have mattered. He did not do a whole lot of good with his brief shot at life. So, I don't need this clout right now, I don't think. Okay. Because I am in such a strong position, I am making choices. I'm not throwing my entire hand at people just because I can, or just because I have it open and available to me. I can afford to be a lot more slow. Oh, I should have thrown the yellow powder on him first. Yeah. I'm not actually making excuses, but I'm making excuses for poor play. All right, Sanderson. Or we'll just kill you. That'll also do. Law of Exchange. Excellent. Now I'm going to keep my eyes open for a three cost card, which, by the way, I have at least one already in my deck, and that card is... Ooh. Okay. Don't need the weapon cache. My weapons are fine. They're fine. Drunken Guards is $300, but I have already... I'm fucking swimming in cash. So I'm going to go after the prisoners first. Prisoners are the informant task of this street. I need to do this if I want to gain access to the prince. It's actually, no, it's not poor play. I'm making excuses for making excuses. It's not casting something just because you have it in your hand is I have the wherewithal, I have the luxury of being able to not have to cast literally everything in my hand all the time. You have more vitality than me. Now you don't. Because I'm in a very strong defensive position. The game thinks I've got 5 characters, and 2 of them are made out of armor. I need to get some pink powder in my hand so I can get the bonus effect out of this. Let's put you on you, shall we? Okay. Okay. We're going to keep that Law of Exchange around for a while until we see another one. Because I am, in fact... What are you hitting? Okay. There it is. So I'm going to take this Law of Exchange and burn the Warbow, bring back Focus Fire. Focus Fire goes on him. 2 stacks. Let's get rid of you. There it is. So, 7. 7 stacks of Overwhelm. It probably would have been a lot more impressive if it actually died just then. But still, there we are. This is what I was missing last time. I was missing the ability to actually pump out decent fucking damage numbers. So, level 5. From this point on, now that I've got 3 will on all of my characters, I am only going to be putting I'm only going to be putting stamina on everybody. Just stamina from here on out. Okay, so fingers crossed. We want something good. Give me something good. Come on. What is your name? Durania. Durana Sanderson. Kayleen Oakmont, and Aria Cartwright. I love you all, ladies. You are phenomenal, and I have high hopes. Okay. All right. I'll take that fucking gambler. Absolutely. I was literally just saying some time ago that I needed better card draw. And as for you, fuck yeah, I'll take a fucking plagued. Yes, yes, madam. I will take a fucking plagued. So what this is, every time this character plays a card, someone gets some poison. So we now have two different ways of throwing a not insubstantial amount of poison around. Who should I? The momentum, sure. So, rear guard. Rear guard is a great card if you have a front and a back line. I have not used this in most of my other runs, most of my other homogeneous runs, I should say, because mostly I just had like a group of 3 guys huddling in the back. Now that I am back to having an actual front line, so rear guard, if the active character is in the back rank, deals 6 damage. Party front rank gains 6 armor for every character in the back rank. So I've got 2 in the back rank. That means 12 armor for everyone up here. Now, this game does not warn you when you are about to waste a card. Please note, if the character's in the back rank, it does not say what happens if you cast this from the front rank. Because if you cast this from the front rank, if you cast this from the front rank, fucking nothing happens. Keep it in mind. Alrighty. Oh, I should have done this one. Whatever. Also, I should have had you. I am not smart. I'm playing very, very silly. Not nearly as efficiently as I should be. So let's explore. I've got 2 dudes. I've got 2 dudes in the back. This one, Oakmont, every time Oakmont plays any card, someone gets a stack of poison. Every time Sanderson damages someone, they get a stack of bleed. Between the two of them, frankly, I should really only be doing defensive cards off of Cartwright or her hammer when it comes up. Let's see. Anyone have? You have more health. Good. I'm going to cast this just to cast it so that someone can get a little bit more poison. And that someone is you. I want to point out also, look at this. This beaver's face is different than the other beavers. It looks like he's got a little mustache. They did not really reuse a lot of assets. I am a very big fan of Montebello. So I've only got 2 more uses of this fish, which is fine. I don't really care too much about the fish. If I have an opportunity to... I don't need the cloud. If I have an opportunity... excuse me. If I have an opportunity, I'll offload it. Otherwise, it'll just be something that I can discard or banish. Smash you in the fuck. Stab you in the dick. None of these. Okay. The informant's family is all well and good and happy. We're going to take the courage. There is... Sometimes I will pass up a courage, but only if there's something really, really, really fucking good. And while the other things that are on the field are okay, I don't really. I could take or leave any of them. We're gonna heal up who? Sanderson? Probably Sanderson. This is a free full. Well, not a free full heal. It's a free heal. It might be full. Well, it's definitely full now, but I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is normally a full heal. Because I don't pay attention to things. Okay, modify some talents. So let's see. Do I have any talents that I am totally okay with getting rid of? Probably a clout, frankly. Yeah, I'm okay with getting rid of a clout. Active recovery I do like because I like having that amount of card redraw. Probably don't need two of them, but it is only two, and it does spread 5 armor around to everyone. So let's get rid of a clout. Hold on one second. So focus fire. So this is Oakmont's clout. Oakmont's clout. Okay then. I'll just get another clout then, shall I? All right. That's fine. All right. So I'm going to take this intelligence, then I'm going to take the hunter. Is my least favorite hunter. I'm going to take this disarm, and I'll tell you for why. Even though I don't really like it so much, it is quite nice to be able to just zero out someone's stacks of charge. It's a 3-cost talent. It's a 3-cost talent, which means. Well, first of all, I don't really like Master Craftsman. The Palisades is not really all that exciting. However, disarm I will take because that's something that I can banish with Force of Will or whatever the hell it is called. Force of Will? Balance of Will? This one. Law of Exchange. Fucking none of them. Neither. Literally none of them. I got none of that right. I got the word of right. So, that's 33% of that card I got right. There is no sense in... Okay, there is absolutely no need to put out any of my barricades because Scourge is blind. Scourge is my least favorite of the hunters for a number of different reasons. From a narrative perspective, I think he's an idiot. His backstory is he is angry that his father was too busy celebrating, I guess, to notice his son falling into a victory pyre or some such. He fell into a bonfire and now he is blind and he's mad at us for this reason instead of, what the fuck were you doing near a fire, dude? Fire bad. Fire dangerous. This is not our fault. The other reason why I don't like him so much is that his weapon is by far the least of the hunter weapons that are available. Is not as good as Fenrir's multi-strike rapier. It is not as good as Caster's 20 damage crossbow. It is what it is, and what it is a bit underwhelming. Now, I do have a decent amount of card draw. Hey, look at this, focus fire. What I want to do, nevertheless, is I want to blow off his... see this right here? Look for this. This is entrenched. This means I can't move this guy until his armor is gone. So... Nope, didn't actually manage. Okay, that sucks. All right, so Scourge's gimmick is that he will attack the last row that did him any damage. So, Cartwright is the last row to do him any damage. That brace would have been fine, by the way. I could have had Cartwright fully soak this, but I'm not concerned about Cartwright's ability to survive. Cartwright is gaining 10 armor per round and starts with fucking 60. Cartwright is doing great. There we go. Now you, boot to the head. Good. Bye. Okay, so it's 14 damage, and I don't really like it that much. I really do not like it that much. It's 14 damage, which is fine. Its additional effect is... I've just had a thought. I can banish this with Balance of Will, can't I? Balance of Justice. The card that I can use to get that focus fire back into my hand, because it is 3 cost. Anyway, as I was saying, first of all, I don't like the graphic for it so much. I understand that center pole is supposed to be going through the entire thing, but it just looks like a broom. It looks like a broom. It looks like the you know, like the pole, the haft, you know, is stuck to the back of it, and this is just like dangling precariously off the front. It looks horribly unbalanced. Also, its additional effect is apply 3 shockwave to all adjacent targets, and that shockwave will increase every time you play the card. Shockwave is additional damage, but it's additional damage at the end of the character's turn instead of the beginning, which means it'll kill them, but not before they take their action. So I don't put a lot of stock into Shockwave. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I see what I was doing. I'm trying to play Refresh to banish something, but I completely forgot that Sanderson has Gambler. All right. So... Okay. Give me some bleed. Give me some more bleed. Oh, hey, that's actually not bad. That's a good pull for a fish. All right. Okay. And that's all I can do this round. Again, the only reason why I have kept Scourge's Hammer is because it is a 3-cost card, which means I can bring reserves, I can bring Refresh, and I can bring Focus Fire back into my hand with it. Or, you know, it's something that I can use to it's discard / banish bait. For right now, I'll be using this to get some reserves back into my hand. Hold on. So first, I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do this because it's. I had a shot of Vigor, which is it's a fundamentally free card. Fundamentally, by which I mean to say it's not actually a free card. If you have enough stamina to play the card, you can play that card for free. Fundamentally free is a dumb way of putting it. That's just how I am. That's why I get paid the mid-bucks. All right. So... Okay. Boot to the head. Huh. So the damage that it took, did that damage tick up? Did the damage tick up from the damage they took from Crippled? It looked like it did, but I wasn't paying close enough attention. I may never know. I'll check it out next time. That'll be it. Okay, good. We are good to go. None of... Distraction is... Okay. So let me try that again. Distraction is a fine card. When the card is discarded by a character, choose an ally to apply. Actually, I have several different ways of discarding, don't I? It might not be a bad idea. No, I'm not going to take it. Because when I can't discard it, it's just a carbuncle in my hand. Okay, we have just hit the halfway point of this game. Don't need that discard for right now. Hey, look at that. It's my Focus Fire. How you doing, my Focus Fire? Kind of wish I hadn't discarded my, thing. Oh, I should have thrown the fucking... XP, what are you doing? Really, what are you doing? You're not paying attention. That's what you're doing. Okay. Hey, look at this. Law of Exchange to Warbow. Bring back the Focus Fire. Focus Fire on the Ender Knight. Okay. 2. He starts off with 2. Why do you start with 2? Oh, of course, because of the poison, and you've got 2 stacks. I'm an idiot. Okay, I got it. Okay. Bleed. I won't say that that wasn't overkill, but at the same time, shut up. I'm going to keep that in hand. You know, just in case. Seriously, who needs multiple copies of Focus Fire when you have, what is it called? Law of Exchange? When you have Law of Exchange and a bunch of overpriced cards. Nope. I'm going to keep the Scourge's Hammer in my hand, actually, thank you, because I know that Law of Exchange is coming up sooner or later. Like right now! Look at that! Law of Exchange, Scourge's Hammer, Focus Fire! Welcome back, Focus Fire! We've missed you. You ready for some stupid amounts of overkill? Well, this isn't quite stupid amounts of overkill, but it's still going to kill him. So, a reasonable amount of overkill is what I should say. None of these. Absolutely none of these. Okay. I'm going to take this, and I'll tell you for why. Warbow is a big hitting nuke. It is a lot of damage. Yeah. Now I can use it as a now it's banish bait. However, this spits out 2 separate 5x2s, and Sanderson is the one with Cutthroat. So the more Sanderson casts, the more bleed goes around. All right, that's everything. Hey, look at this! Another Focus Fire. A third? Nah, it would have been too much to ask. Ruthless seems like it is going to be quite good, but I do not actually like it. It converts your charge point for point into brutality. Brutality is your next attack applies bleed equal to brutality stacks. Now, there's a couple things I want to point out about brutality. Brutality can spread if you have like a powder or a weapon that does sweep, or any attack that does a sweep to a row. It will put bleed onto each character in that row. However, what it does not do is stack up on multiple hits. It will only put down its bleed on the first hit. So you might look at this and say, oh, I can do this on my mouse, have, convert 20 strength into 20 brutality, and then hit them with barrage, and they'll get 80 bleed, and no, they'll only get 20. Which is the reason why I don't really like it too much. It does. There is a card in this game that does brutality, that has the same effect, that I like much, much better. Well, hello, revolutionaries. And hello there, a second chance to get a really, really solid weapon damage card. Hang on one second. So, Revolutionaries, you can either do 2 random combats to get Contractor, which is plus $50 every time you win a combat. It's quite good. Deal with some petty scum, 1 random combat, gain Saboteur. Any vacant position on the opposite side will start filled with traps. It's almost useful. And then there's this one, which is the one that we're taking. We will be fighting a Hunter, and it's fucking Caster. Yeah. All right. Hey there, buddy. Oh, and I've got a Haymaker too. Oh, how exciting. Aw. All right, so you can just fucking stay there in the front row for a second, shall you? Just chill. Just chill. Now, I am going to be putting barricades down in this fight because Caster can be tricked into choosing a barricade as his target, and because Caster exclusively does vitality damage, Caster will do nothing against a barricade. He will fire; it will do nothing. Caster is extremely dangerous. Every round, he will fire, he will do damage directly to Vitality, and then he will duck for cover behind one of these barricades, and he will reload. And then the next round, he will fire, doing 10 more damage. So it's 15, then 25, then 35, and then all your characters just die one by one. That being said, he's the best boy to see. Because that gun that he's holding, it's the best. It is objectively the strongest because it is the highest weapon damage in the game. That is 20 weapon damage. It's also the best because it does damage directly to Vitality. It cuts through fucking mountains of armor. So, good. I'm not going to do this active recovery just yet. We're going to sit and chill for a moment. The reason why is because now he is back on the active rank, and that is when we will be booting him to the rear. So he just doesn't ever get to attack. We're going to do everything we can to prevent him from being able to attack. And I will mentally decide who I want to carry that gun. You'll notice poison doesn't tick on barricades. Keep that in mind. Poison does not tick on barricades. There's no sense in spreading a lot of poison onto barricades because it just doesn't do anything. All right. And I think you just explode. Good. I'll take another double team. And we'll take this. Now, who gets it? I'm going to keep you with the Warhammer. You've already got 1 weapon damage card. I want more weapon damage cards. I don't have anything that is weapon damage, multiple weapon damage, do I? This might make Disarm much more worth casting. Okay, you know what? Oakmont. Oakmont, your job from now on is, you hold the gun. Crossbow. Obviously, it's a crossbow, not a firearm. Yes, I know. Alright, exquisite weapon is almost never useful. Or it might be. I haven't been there in a while, but the last time I went, it's $500, and I bought an exquisite sword, which is a 3x5 sword that also gives you 5 armor. It is grotesquely underwhelming unless you have a pretty solid mouse, because it is a weapon. It's a multi-strike card. Okay, so that Rondel Dagger I actually want. So I'm going to keep the Rondel Dagger in reserve. I'm getting rid of the Warbow out of whatever, because now I've got two. I have 2 focus fires, so I don't need to rely too heavily on being able to banish shit out in order to grab it, in order to get it back into my hand. I like that Rondel Dagger a lot, and I'm hoping if I find a falchion, that is what Sanderson is going to be wielding, a falchion and a Rondel Dagger in the offhand. Okey-doke. It was not the one that I wanted to throw into the back, but fuck it, why not? Also, one thing that is important, because this did come up last time, this only the weapon card for Caster's Crossbow does vitality damage. If it is a weapon damage card, it's just going to do regular damage. Okay. You know, we start with barricades already up, but they are 10 armor weaker than our regular barricades, but they still count as teammates. So it's just saving me 2 will at the beginning of the game. Wow. You guys are doing nothing. Okay. You have very limited time left to you, and this is what you've chosen to do. I mean, okay. Oh, that's your focus fire. Oh, cool. Oh, I forgot what I was saying before about how I wasn't going to be doing that, and I was going to be paying attention so that I can have them, swap rounds back and forth. But instead, I chose to do not that. I chose to do something else. I absolutely did throw a refresh in my... All right, I apologize. It has been a long day. I am paying attention, I promise. I'm feeling a little on the cocky side because this is what I was actually expecting to see from last time, from the last encounter, my last run, and I had the worst fucking luck. I had just the worst fucking luck. Okay. This should go back to being worth 3. Okay, good. Being a 3 cost card, rather. Yeah, no matter how I look at this, it really just does look like it's a brick glued to the underside of a broom handle. Like, fuck's sake, Scourge, someone was making fun of you. Probably because you suck. Scourge fucking sucks. Not because he's especially dangerous, but because, I mean, like... I write as a hobby. I appreciate very much a good villain. I love a good sympathetic villain. And that shit ain't it. That's not it. That's not a sympathetic villain. That's a moron who played too close to the fire and then blames everyone else for him being dumb. Not to speak ill of the dead, but I am speaking ill of the dead. All right. Dwellers. It's the shit bunnies. Oh, it's the shit mice, rather. The shit mice. These guys are pretty interesting. You cannot put any effects on them at all until they have been hit at least twice. So, that's 1. That's 2, because I've hit both of them twice. Look at that. And also... who still has some... you do. Okay. don't think I can cast this on you, though, can I? Does this count as a status? I'm pretty sure it'll count as a status. I'm not gonna risk losing it. I'll just wait until next round. Sepsis can be dangerous if you don't pay attention to it. What it does is it just deals damage to you based on what you do. See? Anytime this character plays a card that deals damage, they take damage equal to stacks of sepsis and then reduce it by 3. If you don't pay attention, you can fuck yourself up pretty badly. There we are. Okay. Now everyone's got focus fire. Everyone gets to feel special. You'll note they did not tick up on that overwhelm. And the reason why they did not tick up on that overwhelm is because I had not hit them enough this round. You get it. This is not very complicated. You understand. Any damage in hand is good damage in hand. Bleed didn't go on him because I didn't hit him enough. Good amount of double teams. And there's really nothing else I can do this round. None. Maybe. No. Because it's weapon damage, and I've got... That means it's 2 stamina for 20 damage. It might not have been a bad idea. But I am going pretty slowly, and I want to try to pick up the pace, at least a little bit. This guy... Okay. Alright. It's not going to be enough. Okay. So these guys suck. When they're standing in a row, they are... I mean, these guys are basically making fun of me. I mean, they're basically doing the same thing that I'm doing, which sucks, because, I mean, fuck you. That's my job. That's I get to do that, not you. Why are you being such a prick? That's all I can do. So he's just going to jump back to the back rank, and now everyone in this rank will take 1/3 damage from everything, including bleeds. So this is going to be a chore. I swear to God, I'm just going to change the name. I have a playlist for just the homogeneous runs, and I'm just going to change it to the double team files. That is literally, that's the entire, that's the entire, that's it. That's the whole thing. Oh, wrong one. Him. He's the one who's been working. He is the one I have been working on. Hang on to this for now. They will absolutely smash their way through these barricades pretty quickly. This guy has flash powder, which he's going to start putting stacks of overwhelm on things. It's going to become unpleasant. Deeply, deeply, deeply unpleasant. I'm going to throw this off of you. No, you for the bleed. So, I just need to hit you very, very fucking hard. Don't need this kick. There we go. Is that everything I can do this round? That is basically everything I can do this round. I should have stuck on the middle one instead of spreading it around. I should have stuck on the middle one. I'm getting entirely too cocky because I am doing quite well, but I am getting entirely too cocky. Let's get rid of the disarm because... Gonna bounce this guy out of the way. He's just gonna stay right there. So that you can start taking at least a little bit more damage. That's all I'm gonna do. There we are. Huh. What a piece of shit you are. I knew that he was going to try to get back onto the same line as his fellow, but I thought that it would at least... delay. Like, not do it fucking immediately. Serves me right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to build up a truly unreasonable amount of overwhelm on you, and then we are going to register our distaste with the tactics that you have been using, and our understandable distaste with the way that you are mocking our perfectly reasonable, cheap shit way of getting through this game. I mean, why shouldn't we hide behind armor golems this entire time? I would argue that you're all idiots for not hiding behind armor golems. And I understand that I am right now angry with you. I'm going to take that colossal smash. I am right now angry with you for actually trying to do the thing that I have been doing, but also, shut up. All right. I don't know if I need the arena just yet. Halfway to 7, almost 7. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna skip the arena this time. I'm gonna take the wishing well because I would like to try to get some better. We're gonna get rid of this fish, and we're gonna get some armor. All right then, that's nice, I guess. So I guess this guard is now just worth more. There's a couple of upgrade tokens that I am specifically looking for, and we have not seen even a single one of them yet. So let's take a look. All right, Gwendolyn Yansworth, Landon Islington, and Baron Terrawin. Holy shit, man. Bloodthirsty and ardent. That rabbit's a killer. This rabbit, Gwendolyn Yansworth. This rabbit is a fucking killer, and it hurts me that I can't take her, especially because she's got a fucking synergize too. Ah, man. And a dagger, and I happen to have a Rondel dagger in the background in my stash, so I could just dual wield daggers and just be all bleedy. And she's got bloodthirsty. Fuck, man. Can I pretend Gwendolyn is a beaver? Would that be offensive? As for you, Impervious is excellent. I don't like counterweight. Satan's Cunning is fine. And, no. This hurts. It hurts to say no to a rabbit. This is such a weird change of pace, because it used to be that I would look at rabbits and say, add by default, no, fuck off. You are a rabbit, and rabbits are terrible. But this, I have, since the week I have spent doing nothing but rabbit runs, I have come to realize that I was an idiot, that we have all been vastly undervaluing rabbits, and this rabbit has one of the game-breaking passives. Ardent is extraordinary, and I have a lot of card draw, and it sucks that I'm walking away from this recruitment table. It sucks. Oh, hey, Grit Salt. How you doing, buddy? Actually, I probably shouldn't have booted him back there, but whatever. So now I can't kick, but I'm not fussed. It's a slow start. Okay. So. Sorry, Grit. Let's just make sure that you die, shall we? We're gonna make sure that you die, because he can turn all that bleed into charge, and I have underestimated Grit Salt in the past, and I have paid miserably for it. Grit Salt is actually very, very strong. If he is one of the ones where if the fight against Grit Salt goes on too long, he will just start deleting your guys, because what he will do is every one of his attacks he'll start throwing ruins called Injury into your deck, and then eventually, I think on his third or fourth round, possibly his third, he will throw a Vitality attack that deals damage based on how many injuries are in your deck, which can be easily an instant kill, because again, it's a Vitality attack. We're going to keep that Law of Exchange in hand. I can only attack this fucker because Cartwright is, unfortunately, provoked, which doesn't really matter. We're doing pretty good, I'd say. We don't have pink powder, we don't have red powder, but we do have all that focus fire. I like all that focus fire that we have. I really like all that focus fire that we have. So, speaking of all that focus fire that we have, let's put it on the one with the most amount of health. Let's... Is that just about done for you? Nope, not quite. But we're going to work on other people anyway. I'm booting him to the rear because I want him bleeding out. The sooner this fucker bleeds out, the sooner Cartwright can attack literally anyone else but him. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Pew! Another double team. So, do I want a Superior Heavy, and do I want a Steadfast? I definitely do want a Steadfast. I'll get that onto Oakmont. And I'll put the Superior back over onto Sanderson. Superior, do I need a Superior Heavy? I don't really think, except it's 20 armor per round. I think I am going to take it. 20 armor per round is worth it. It does mean that she loses 2 stamina per round, but I can... Alright, cool. Yeah, alright, cool. Energetic is pretty good, and Minimalist is also pretty good, especially because I have a lot of discard in this deck. I'm just happy that I'm not seeing utter trash like I did last time. I am going to go with... I'll go with the Restoration, so that she will be my dedicated caster of Digging Deep. Almost 7, just turned 7. So, Cartwright, why don't you go ahead and get yourself up to level 8. Max level! And we have just entered the 3rd street. Okay. I guess I'll take the fortification. I mean, it isn't terrible. It is worth having around. But otherwise, it was either that or I was just gonna, or I would have forfeited. Nope. You. Thank you. 76 and 20 per round. Ooh, look at that. They're not actually, by the way, this first attack, they're not actually doing, they're not doing regular damage. They are only doing armor damage. They're just going to try to strip all of Cartwright's armor off. Which, I mean, good luck. I'm going to hold on to that deep strike for next round. And also, by the way, my back row is all ranged weapons, which means my back row is immune to it's immune to retaliation. Now, I just noticed something that I don't like. Did you only get 10? Did you only get 10 armor from that? That might be a bug. That might be a bug. Oh. I grabbed the wrong one. By which I mean to say I grabbed the focus fire for the person who cannot cast focus fire this round. But okay, we're going to hang on to this for a moment. They're going to throw some real damage around in a second, but only from those bleeds, because they will be hitting the back rank. Oh, hey, look at that! They will not actually be doing any bleeds. I did not fully read what that card was going to do, and it didn't bleed, so good. Now, okay, so I was trying to put that on. Oh, I did put it on you. Good. So, you know, seriously, who needs red powder when you have focus fire and balance of justice, law of exchange? What the fuck, man? That's just it. I am never going to remember what the fuck that card's name is. That's just how it is. Stay right there. You can also go to the back. You can get some bleeds. You can get shot in the face. You can get some health back from that regen, and also some armor. Now, keep in mind, it does matter. One moment. This is a discard, isn't it? So, will this give me a shit ton of restoration? Yes, it fucking will give me a shit ton of restoration. Okay, well, that was just the correct choice then. Cool. Keep in mind, Cartwright is the one that actually has to be doing... Cartwright is the one that must be doing the discarding in order to get that effect. Otherwise, it won't. I'll take another courage, sure. Who are you going to give it to? Oakmont! Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice, Oakmont. 10 damage to the face. Let's go to that guarded transport. We are very, very close to level 7 for the two of these guys. Once we hit level 7, I don't really care about level 8 too much. The last, in my opinion, the last passive is potentially more valuable than the last talent, although it is another chance to get another focus fire. I swear to God, this is what I was hoping to see when I fucking did this on Saturday. How frustrating. Very, very frustrating. It's not that bad. Okay. I am not going to. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. I want to keep the refresh in hand, and I'm not in any real danger, so I can chill for a moment. And now that I know that I can fucking hyperstack heals on Cartwright, I feel less concerned about Cartwright dealing with bleeds. So long as I actually have one of those in hand, huh? Yeah, I'll take that clue. That's his active recovery. Okay. Alright, so let's start punching faces, shall we? That's some good face punching. There we go. The actual line is, "That's good bone crunching." Because, you know, I think you should leave is possibly I wish that was around when I was a kid. You kids these days, you do not know how fucking good you have it with, I understand that streaming has its own downsides and challenges, but some of the shows that you have, do you know what I watched when I was a fucking child? And I had to put up with fucking Moonlighting. I did love Cheers. Cheers is great, but like Beverly Hills 90210. I would come home from school and I would watch Beverly Hills 90210. Denise Martin graduates, whatever the fuck her name is. Donna Martin? I don't fucking care. The Nepo baby. And like, you kids, these days, like when I was a kid, I had fucking Scooby-Doo. And you still have Scooby-Doo, but you also have fucking Adventure Time and Steven Universe and Craig of the fucking Creek, man. You've got Craig of the Creek. I never got Craig of the Creek. I got Craig of the Creek now, but I had to wait 40 goddamn years to get Craig of the Creek. 47, well no, how long has it been around? So 45 fucking years to get Craig of the Creek. By the way, if you haven't ever watched Craig of the Creek, you should fucking watch Craig of the Creek. It's sublime. It makes me nostalgic for something that I literally never had. So I'm a city boy. I didn't grow up in the country. My wife grew up in the country. I asked her if it's like that, and she just looked at me. So I figured that the answer is probably yes. I'm doing this specifically to get the health back for Cartwright. I did not pay attention to the things that I just lost. Ew. Okay. It sucks that it's happening again too. Like, what used to happen was there would be this, like, a great show would show up on television, and it would be very niche, and it would have a very limited audience, and the network wouldn't fucking know what to do with it and would quietly cancel it. Like, for example, Arrested Development, which is, I was already in my 20s or 30s, my 30s probably when Arrested Development was out, but still, or Futurama and Family Guy, which both were canceled after a reasonably short amount of seasons, only to be brought back again and again and again and again and again and again. Oh, I had the wrong one to discard all that. That's fine. And they're fucking doing it again. They're doing it again. I keep discovering amazing shows on streaming, and then a day later, Netflix cancels it for no fucking reason. HBO, which has so many good programs, I mean, Infinity Train is so goddamn good. It makes me jealous. It makes me jealous that I will never write something that impactful, whimsical, and like that. The world building. It's excuse me. I'll never write something that good. And they had it. They had it on their fucking channel, on their streaming service, and they just fucking got rid of it. They just got rid of it. Not only did they get rid of it, but they also took it off of their streaming. You cannot find that outside of piracy. Piracy. Anyway, I'm going to take the double team because I do not have anything to use that akimbo on, and that was the correct choice. I am going to ditch this Rondel dagger if I do not find someone to use it, like, soon. You know what does stick around forever is the current version of fucking Family Guy. Have you tried watching that shit recently? It is very, very plain to me that Seth MacFarlane is just done. He doesn't want to do this anymore. And he keeps on doing, it seems to me at least, that he keeps on doing worse and worse and worse and worse on purpose to like dare them to dare them to cancel the show that he very transparently wants canceled. I think. I don't know. I don't know Seth MacFarlane. Family Guy is a piece of shit. It used to be very, very funny, and now it is trash. It's been trash for a long time, so it's not like this is new. If you are a very big fan of Family Guy, you have a right to your opinion. You do have a right to your opinion. I hope that you understand, and I understand that this is a failing that I personally have. I am very passionate about my opinions, and as a result, I can very often, when I say I think this thing sucks, I can very often make it seem like I think you're an idiot for liking this thing that I think sucks. But no, I guarantee you, I like plenty of things that you think are just ridiculously awful. I guarantee it. That's just how this shit works. So, like, if you are a big fan of Family Guy, I think you're wrong, but I also think that you're entitled to your opinion. But you are wrong. But you are entitled to your opinion, which is wrong. Just barricade in all, anywhere I can fit it. Fucking anywhere I can fit it. This will kill you. Where's the other one who had this? There you are. All right. Okay. Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm very hungry. I worked through lunch, which is the reason why. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, by the way. If you have these dudes, if you have barricades in the back row, they count as characters. So you notice I'm getting 3, and also they've got shots of vigor that they'll obviously never be able to use. Put this on you. Okay. Alright, we're gonna clean house. I love having this much. I always forget how much I like active recovery. I like having that much. I'm going way too overboard on it, but I really, really like having this much card cycle in my hand. Firefly, that was the one that I was thinking of. Fucking, like, extraordinary TV show. Excellent. I mean, like, I can never remember his name. Not Nathan Fillion. the blonde man who plays Wash, who is, you know, the other fucking like extremely talented character actor, who now shows up, by the way, absolutely everywhere. I don't want another digging deep. He shows up everywhere, and that is very gratifying to me. He does a lot of voice work. Oh, hello, exotic merchant. Who will I be giving this to? So let's see. For talents, for rivalry. All right, so these two symbols are the symbols of my people in the back, because disarm, I know, is the one in the front. So what am I okay with getting rid of? What am I okay with getting rid of? I'm okay with getting rid of one of these clouds, actually. I'm very okay with getting rid of the cloud. I'm going to put it into, let's see, so this is Oakmont. I believe that this then is Sanderson. Sanderson, I believe, is already carrying... There it is, good. And he's already carrying an expert bow. So he's already got something that he can use it with. Powder thieves. That's something else I can use it with. I do want them knife throwers. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here is what we are going to do. Knife throwers and then powder thieves. And I always say this, and I'm going to say it again, I am not going to be using any of my weapon cards. I will not be using my weapon cards. I will not. As a matter of fact, I will banish this weapon card to ensure that I can't. And I will instead give her another stack of rivalry. Now, I want to point something out. When I added the extra stack of rivalry, it actually added its own separate stack of 3. It did not add that to my existing stacks. Each of these stacks of rivalry will increase by 2. So I have actually, it's not just that I've increased the amount of rivalry, I have effectively doubled it. That's important. Okay, that's enough for now. Okay. It's fine, we expected this. I have 9 will, which means I can replenish those barricades 9 fucking times. I'm alright. Okay. We have decided not to like you. So how much damage will be incoming if I use this? Oh, I can't use it at all, so never mind. Whoop! Not just yet. Okay, now what I need to start. What I need to. I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape. I'm in much better shape than I was last time around. But I still need work. I need to make sure that my first. I need to make sure that my first round is strong. I need a strong first round. I need a strong first round, or I will just die, same way I did last time. All of this buildup will be functionally valueless if I do not have a good first round. So, that being said, we're going to bounce this weasel around a little bit. Hanging on to this for right now. Yeah, you're not doing anything special. But seriously though, you should all watch. You should all go and find Craig of the Creek and watch it like immediately. It's such a lovely show. Oh, I see. So once I've activated that, I cannot deactivate it. Good to know. Okay. So, Sellsword's dagger on you, and we are going to double you up on Rondel daggers. That's how we're going to do this. So you just will have two separate weapons that both do multi-strikes, and that is how you are going to make good use of your rivalry. Hey, look at this. Level 7. We already know that Relentless sucks. So instead... Honestly, neither of these are very exciting. Let's see what you've got. Yeah, okay. This is fine. Patient at the start of their turn, if they have any will, which she will, she gets in. We draw an extra card, and you know what? We'll do this, the practice, so that every time we throw out a... I do not need that intelligence. I'm going to go after the powder thieves, and I'll tell you for why. There's a chance that I might get a red powder out of this, and that would just be icing on this particular cake. Okay, this leader right here, he is the dangerous one. So all three of these guys sweep, and this flash powder, pay attention to it, only a few things have this, only a few mobs have this ability. Flash powder does it layers overwhelm. Very simply, it layers overwhelm. And also, these guys will not only will they layer overwhelm, but they will layer overwhelm and then tick up. So each round they will do more and more and more overwhelm. What don't I? You I don't need just yet. I'll get rid of your active recovery. And the Colossal Smash for right now. Because none of my back row has a good amount of Colossal Smash. There's that. That's what I was looking for. Thank you very much. Okay. Not the best. Both of these barricades should get knocked down, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Which is fine. We knew something like that would probably happen. Okay, I'm going to wait a moment before I put the barricades back out, because I want to make sure that I have enough space to cast all of my shit. Because every time I put out a barricade, Sanderson will give us another card. I have a decent amount of card draw. I have a decent amount of survivability. I've got lots of armor. I am cautiously optimistic about my chances. And you'll just die to your bleed. Another double team. Abso-fucking-lutely. There's that falchion that I was looking for. Thank you very much. Falchion in the main hand, Rondel in the offhand. Actually, I don't have a Kimbo. Do I really want a falchion? You know what? Hang on one second. I'm going to put the falchion in my stash for a moment. If I don't find an akimbo sometime soon. Oh, roll the dice. Give me something good. All right, fine. Pink powder is fine. And 2 yellows, fucking whatever. Fine. It's not as bad as it could have been, and it's not as good as I wanted it to be. So, I am hoping that I get an opportunity to. So this should be what? 35? 35. I am hoping that I get an opportunity to discard, to get rid of some cards. Whoa! Nelly. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. Alright, well, that was almost catastrophic, and I did not see it coming. I did not see that coming at all. I was not paying attention to it. Okay. Ooh, boy. Alright, Oakmont. That is inexcusable that I did not see that coming. Okay. Ooh, boy. That was almost extremely rough, and also very, very, very sobering. Okay, I'm going to let him... Nope, nope, nope. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Yeah, okay. Let's get a brace on you just in case. I honestly don't know what I would have done if I just lost Oakmont, just like that. Because I've been pinning an awful lot of my hopes on her. She has quite a lot of my best stuff. And that was almost extremely bad. Okay. I get it, game. I understand. I promise I will continue to take you seriously. Alright. In that case, if that's what you're going to do, enough fucking around then. I'm alright with you getting very serious at me. I'm only going to look at the armors. I'm not going to go after the encounter. Nope. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. What I'm looking for is there's a particular set of armor that ooh, nice. That is good. That it gives a lot of health. It has health regen, and that is what I am looking for. I don't need another chains, do I? I guess I'm gonna have to, otherwise I'm not taking this. Ooh, quick thinking. Good. Okay, this tears it, by the way. At this point, I'm going to start avoiding combats because I'm... Yes, because it banishes. If it comes in handy, it will come in very handy. If it doesn't, it's just something I'll cast and then it'll banish. Okay. Okay. I see. There, for some reason, Second Skin is doubling the initial armor, but it's not doubling the additional armor gains, which is concerning to me. But I'm not. It is clearly it is bugged. But there are also good bugs as well as bad bugs in this game, so I'm not going to complain too much. Seeing as how I have directly benefited from the good bugs, as well as the bad bugs. Well, not benefited from the bad bugs. Anyway, enough. You get me. Okay, that'll do. Nope. You. Oh, I thought I was on him. Mm-hmm. What was that I literally just said about taking this seriously? There we are. Now the brace on Oakmont, just in case, because these guys, those spearmen, can hit the back rank. And I do have a lot of armor, but still concerned. Truly, truly unacceptable that I did not see that coming. The game gives me plenty of opportunity to make sure I know what is coming, and the fact that I didn't. If any opponent hit receives vitality damage to... Okay, so you will not be taking vitality damage. We are okay. Okay, that'll kill you. This will not kill you. Okay. Fucking forcing me to be serious and shit. Good. Okay. I'll take yet another double team, abso-fucking-lutely. No, 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 no. I may be going a little overboard on the double teams. Just like a little. Oh, thank fucking God. Oh, it was worth it. Okay, okay, thank God for that. Jesus Christ. How many double teams do I actually have this time around? Okay, so I actually have 7, which is it is an irresponsible amount of double teams. I would call that an irresponsible amount of double teams. Look at this. it is yeah, okay. Well, I keep on going over what happened the last time I played, my last match, my last run, and I keep on going through it, and I keep on wondering, like, what could I have done? What could I have done? Whoop. Okay. That feller thinks he's got a big dick. He is unfortunately unaware. My ladies are unimpressed. My ladies are also probably deeply unimpressed with me. I mean, I nearly just got one of them killed. And it's not nothing. It is, I am going to need to apologize to them, provided everyone lives through this. Nope, 25. I am not going to waste that on a strike. Okay. How you doing, Nemo? Do you want to come up? Come on up, buddy. Good boy, Nemo. Good boy, Nemo. Good boy. I know. No. I don't know why I'm doing this on a Tuesday either. It is very, very strange. Yes, that's the microphone. Please don't push your entire face into it. This will actually just kill you, won't it? Yeah, alright. Quick hands. Do I? No. No, I don't. I don't. I like the weapons that I have. Estok is fine, but I prefer the daggers, frankly. Ooh, a master blacksmith. Okay, so... Okay. Now... What I could do is, I don't really need to reduce the stamina cost of a weapon. Normally what I would do right here is make a copy of Castor's crossbow, but I like the hammer that I have. Yes, I love you too, buddy. So I'm going to see if I can find a decent... I cannot find a decent. Okay, fucking never mind. Yes, buddy, I love you too. Come here. Yes, Nemo. Good boy, Nemo. Good boy, Nemo. Taking that hesitation, leaving those two behind. We're going to take the incense and get an alder stick. We're going to take that Called by the Cold, abso-fucking-lutely, because that is a card that heals. These fucking guys. I love this, by the way, because so this the three exclamation points is panicked. Every time this character plays a card, it ticks down by 1, and when it reaches 0, that character is pacified and can no longer play cards for this round. They can, however, still use their racial ability, but they cannot play any further cards. You'll notice that because those barricades spawn with me, they threw them on them. So that's honestly great. I love you too, sweetheart. You're a good boy, and I love you. Good boy. Okay. That's all you're doing this round. That is pacified. Alright, so... I don't really have anything decent. This is fine. And he can't play that card, so this is okay. Keep in mind, by the way, these wraiths, they ignore barricades and laning and whatever. They will attack individual characters. So that can be very dangerous, especially when they start, especially if you are ailing. That can be very, very dangerous. Much better. I am going to say, by the way, I do not... Oh, you okay, buddy? All right, baby. Oh, you're just going to chill? Okay, then in that case, continue to chill. Cool. I do not recommend taking this many double teams, unless you are really, really cool. Unless, I mean, you gotta be really fucking cool to take this many double teams. You should not take this many double teams unless you have this, unless you are doing like a run like this where everyone is exactly the same. Otherwise, you will find limited value for that card, because without at least two of the same dude, it's not a very useful card without at least two of the same race. Salvation, absolutely. Okay. There's my escape, fucking finally. I'm going to try to avoid any combats moving forward. Forward. Oh my god. I'm very hungry. I've had a very long day, and I'm doing great. I'm hoping that that momentary lapse that's my wake-up call, and that I don't continue to screw up. I'm concerned about it, because my run very, very nearly completely fell apart right there. It's not a good feeling. This Salvation is a phenomenal card. There is no question as to whether or not you should take it. When drawn, everybody gains 3 vitality. When you play it, you draw a card, and it costs 0. Honestly, it's near perfect. Everything in my hand either gives me armor or puts cards in my hand. Like, it's nearly perfect. I want to get rid of all of this extra fucking yellow powder. There's nothing I can do about that now. There it is. Okay, now all I got to do is just clean up the street, and we're done. Some fucking weapons. I want to punch things. I want to deal some damage and be off of the street now. Don't need the focus fire, but I do need a little bit more health. Oakmont doing much, much better, back up to 69. Nice. I'm so sorry. I hate that meme so much, and I just did it anyway. Okay. Good. We're going to avoid these combats. Let's take a look at some different melee weapons, shall we? Sure. 2-in weapons and polearms, let's see. There's my Warhammer. Greatsword is okay. Great Axe is okay. Greatsword is okay. I really like the spear because it's decent damage for very low cost, and I love the Warhammer because it does so much for very, very low cost. Okay. Check out the Blackfoots, see if you got anything decent, and you never do. Thanks very much, Blackfoots. Goodbye. All right. Last chance for a beaver, and there is not one. All right, then. Okay. This is the card that I was talking about, Bloodbath. This is a fucking excellent card that also makes use of brutality. You ruin a card, select a target, gain double their current bleed as brutality. Double their current bleed as brutality. Brutality then applies bleed equal to brutality stacks. So if you are going with, for example, Iris, whose deck fills up with injuries, each one of which gives 10, because it's a character, not enemy, not friend, specifically a character, anyone. So on any side, anyone who has bleed, you can point at them and gain double that amount as brutality. And with ample injury cards, you can very quickly get that number up to something fucking stupid. So this is an excellent card. I like Bloodbath a lot. You'll notice also it does not banish. It increases its cost by 1 every time you play it. He's also got Strange Mist. I don't care for Warrior's Defense, but that doesn't matter. The rest of everything else he's got is great. Unholy, he's got fucking Grave, that's amazing. He's got Energetic. This is Ismay Desolin is, and I can see, look at this, it is a female wolf. I can see from her face now. That is a great wolf. This would be a great pick. Terran Rufusmont, less so. I don't really dislike any of the things that he's got. It's just like, it's just not especially exciting. And oh my god! Oh, fucking hell, man. You're killing me. You're killing me with the Ardent. It's teasing me. The game is fucking teasing me. Look at this. Ardent, I'm going to say this again. Ardent is one of the game-breaking passives. There are a few passives that I consider to be so strong that they are just like cause for celebration. On mice, that is opportunist. On beavers, it is nothing. It is nothing on weasels. Not really. They don't really have anything super exciting. On rabbits, on the other hand, rabbits have several passives that are so strong that they are basically a cause for celebration. And the greatest of all of them is Ardent. Whenever you draw an additional card, gain 2 charge. I draw so many fucking cards with the whatever the hell it's called that's allowing me to cycle. Every one of that's I'm discarding and then I'm drawing, and every card that I draw back is an additional 2 charge. Arabella Oligant would immediately become my big killer, and it hurts to move on from her and say no, I will not be taking you. I will not be taking you. I'm also not going to be taking this falchion. I am more happy with the Rondel daggers. I would have taken the falchion if I had taken even one of the akimbos that were offered to me. I don't have any akimbos, therefore I don't need weapon damage times 3. I don't need a strong weapon damage card in my main hand. So instead I'm okay with the multi-strike. All right, here we go. There's the Warden. Okay, good boy. We're back. And there's only 3 of us. Again. Okay, that's a great start. And also I teased out the, remember, This guy right here, he banishes the first card that you play. The Warden, I'm going to say this again, the Warden is very dangerous, but who is more dangerous in this fight are these two Halberdiers, because they are going to be causing me some actual, for real, serious grief. So I'm going to start working on this guy first. We will not be putting Focus Fire on the Warden. Putting Focus Fire on the Warden is a poor idea because it causes attacks on him to go way over his 25 damage threshold basically instantly, like right away. Good start. Good start, good start. Okay. The reason why I went after... There's a reason why I went after this one in particular, by the way. There's a reason why I went after this one in particular. And it comes down to order of operations. Give me a moment. So, this guy attacks first, then the Warden does a thing that will cause your guys to be very... oh, hey, look at that. Will cause you guys to be very vulnerable, and also the act of moving on these guys, they'll gain charge every time anyone moves. But hey, look at this. Entrench became useful. He can't actually move my shit. That's the first time. It's the first time I've had Entrench and it has actually been useful. That's extremely impressive. I don't know what to say about this. It has literally never been this useful. Okay, so... Alright, I did not get rid of anything good. Good, good, good. So next we're going to be going after the Ender Bannerman, because fuck this guy. Oh, hold on. I should be doing this, frankly. There we are. He'll die to his bleed. Doing this just to throw an extra stack of poison out onto the field. Good start. Good start. Good. Okay, he cannot disrupt us. I'm going to leave the Scourge's Hammer in my hand this time around. And we are going to start work on this fucker. Also, we're going to throw on just a stupid amount of armor. Because, why wouldn't you? If given the opportunity. Nice. Okay. Whoops! Did not mean to do that. I don't want him going twice. Okay, good. Alright, that'll come back into hand. This will be important next round, but for right now, we're good. These two Ender Knights, they're extremely tanky, and they do throw around some bleed, but I'm not concerned about them. What I am concerned about is how the Warden interacts with them. He is going to, after this, he's going to try to suck the most armor off, and then he's going to convert that directly into a big fucking hit. This will be well over 25. All right, give me a moment. This is going to be over 25? Yep, worth it anyway. And it's worth it because I am actually doing... So, this is another thing you should look out for. Do you see this one right here, shaped like a bit of a diamond? That is Magnificent Plate. What that means is, while that character's armor is above 60, they cannot take on any stacks of bleed. You need to get their stacks below 60. Let's get rid of that disarm. Get that focus fire back in. And put it into you. You'll be our next target. No, not yet. Talking to myself, don't worry. He's trying the thing. But I know something he doesn't know, which is I'm a lot slicker than he is. Is it fair to say I know all of your tricks when I mean, like, I know all of your tricks because we have fought dozens upon dozens of times. Does it count? You go ahead in the back, shall you? Okay, that'll do. Okay, so you can all just go fuck yourself. So now he is going to be taking notice, 160. He's now changed. He will be stealing, by the way, fully stealing, as in this guy will be left without armor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore him for this round. I'm going to ignore this guy for this round. I can knock his armor off to give him less armor, but instead what I can do is I can simply let the warden do my job for me and just try to fill him up. With some bleeds. Not nearly enough, though. Okay. Didn't end up stealing a whole lot of armor there, did you? Old son. You notice he is now dealing damage equal to his current armor. If this character has no armor, the allied party takes 15 damage, which it's awfully nice of him, to do that for us. It's not necessary, but it is nice. You can fuck off for a second. Okay, good. Quite a bit of bleed. But I am not concerned because I know that I can overcome all of that bleed. Like so. All right. I could be very cheeky and use the law of exchange to get back my rivalry. I don't think it's necessary right now, though. There we are. And you can go fuck yourself. I mean, you're probably lawfully good, and you're a good boy. Moment of silence for the good boy. I make fun of you, but you did good. You always do. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. This game is so fucking good, you guys. All right. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna take a moment with the Spy Master for a reason. Okay. I don't need my... Oh, you know what? I actually would not have gone amiss if I had done that. Okay, don't. I'm talking to myself. I could have and really should have put barricades out so that I could have made use of... Oh, hey, buddy. So I could have made use of practiced and gotten the extra... hey, how you doing, sweetie? What you doing? What you doing? Being a pest? That's my good boy. That's my good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, so you're actually gonna... Oh, he is gonna do something. Nice. This is the longest he's been alive. What you doing? What will you be doing? So what are you going to do? Deals 10 damage to the character in front plus... Oh, I see. Plus 13 for each stack of Shadow Master. And I cannot attack him at all. Ooh. This character can only be directly targeted if they are on the active rank. Why the fuck isn't this guy out, like... how frustrating. This dude... That's really cool. The things that this guy does are really cool. What a great concept. Why aren't they out immediately? Ugh. Instead, just have to explode you. Alright, well, I guess we'll just wait. He cannot even be attacked unless he's on the active rank. That's so fucking cool. That is a great concept. Because it changes the nature of what happens when I disrupt. I'm disappointed that he doesn't have some of these in his back rank that I can't do anything to. Who are... That's pretty cool. Anyway. He is on the active rank. So, you know, bye. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. I nearly fucked up and died before, and I am deeply concerned that that will happen again. Okay. I always say this, I will say it again. The Prince is a very difficult fight. I am not guaranteed to win this. I lost last time due to a really lousy first round. Will that happen right now? Oh, well, we'll find out, shall we? Okay. Yes, good boy. Listen to my purry baby. You're such a purry baby. Excuse me. Shit! I cannot believe, I have this many double teams, and I have not seen any of them yet. So where's all the damage going then? Okay. Alright. Yes, Smudgy, I love you too. I do love my Smudgy. Shit! Slow starts. Gonna fucking kill me. Alright, well. All right, well, first of all, we're going to start off with a brace on my least armored guy. Fucking finally. Okay. Both of them are in the active rank, so it doesn't matter who I throw that at. Okay. 25. And 20. Okay, I should be okay. I should be okay. 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 I'm still in it. I'm still here. I'm still alive. All right. At least I'm starting to see my, Yes, buddy. You okay? Oh, you want attention, because it's after work, and this is when I pay attention to my boys. But I'm not. What a terrible father I am. All right. Mostly that is for armor for everybody. Shit. Still a very slow start. Very, very slow start. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. I'm maintaining. Don't know how long it's going to last, though. Oh, fuck. Oakment is provoked. Alright, Oakment is provoked. That is going to suck a little. I think I'm okay with everything I have in my hand. I'm going to keep on putting these barricades up, simply so that I can continue to soak potential actions. Okay, so first of all you do is cast. That's all you do. You're just going to keep casting. Double team, double team, double team. That is all you're going to do. And you... Oh, wrong one. I should have gone after Obelisk. Decent amount of armor in the front row. Now we're locked in place. Shit, I'm going to get rid of the Scourge's Hammer. I need damage in my hand. He's provoked. Fuck. Provoked is taunt. He can only attack Gladius. There were no skills to discard, but it did still put 5 armor on everybody. This is going on too long. I'm going too long without a kill. But... oh dear. Like that. Okay, thank God. The absolutely extraordinary defensive capabilities of my beavers are finally on full display in a way that they absolutely were not last time. All right, so focus fire. We're going to put the focus fire on Gladius. Put it on Gladius. And Obelisk. Ah, shit. I still can't hit. I cannot hit anyone but Gladius. And you? I just need you to fucking die. Ooh, he's at 50 charge. And he has no goddamn stamina. Shit. Ooh, dear. Alright, well. May as well. Oh, hey, this will kill Obelisk. All right. Thank God for that. That's one big one down. That is one really, really big one down. I'm going to try to take Gladius down next, so that Oakmont can be freed up. This is exactly what I was hoping for last time. With it is going to take a lot of extra time, enough so that I am going to just have the most puckered est. Oh, you're still provoked. Can't do anything to anyone else. I see. All right, well, in that case, fuck you, Gladius. How's that? Now, law of exchange, rear guard. Here's another focus fire. Can't cast it just yet. We're gonna start dealing with some of these other fuckers. We are now stable. I am comfortable with this. Once Obelisk died, we were set. Also, Gladius being dead. Gladius was the one who was throwing around those huge stacks of bleed last time, which cost me everything. Oh, do you see this colossal smash? Okay. I never get to do this. Yes, kid? What's up, buddy? Yes, buddy? What is it, honey? Oh. I know. I'll be done really soon. This is the last boss. Smudgy wants attention. And he's very upset that I am... Now is the time. This is special Papa time. And he is supposed to be... We're supposed to be in the other room, and he is supposed to be being actively played with right now. And he's not, and that's it's a real problem. It's a real problem. Because I'm not playing with him, and he does not understand why that is. And I got to admit, I don't have a good answer for him. I don't have an answer. So let's see. I'm going to try to do something that I never get to do. I never get to do this. All right. So... $260. 12 stacks of Overwhelm. Colossal Smash. Remove all your armor. Deal damage equal to the amount lost. All right, well, at least now I do see, because all 1,200 damage landed on Endris, and Endris can go fuck himself, because it all landed on Endris, I can see that I would not be able to wipe out an entire row in that manner. I would need to have a multi-strike attack. But still, that does make me feel so much fucking better. It makes me feel so much better about what happened on Saturday, and the 3 brave beavers that I lost. These are my beavers. These are, look at my very, very fine young women. Look at them. Holy shit. They have not taken a goddamn scratch. Well, Sanderson did. I apologize. They have taken a small scratch. And by the way, Prince can go fuck himself. Well done, ladies. Well fucking done. Well done. That felt good. That felt great. Okay. Smudgy is now giving me the most accusatory stare I have ever seen out of a very, very cute seal of a cat. We're going to cut off his head, throw his body over the side, take the head home, and, I don't know, do something really, really, really disrespectful with it. Much, much better. Obviously, much better. I had better I had better choices offered to me. I had better passives offered to me, by far, much better passives. And focus fire. Focus fire is one of my favorite talents in the game. Having focus fire and also I've already forgotten the name of it. Law of balance, will of exchange. I don't know the one that allows me to pull a banished card back out of my deck. Keep in mind, if I had a beaver, if I had a rabbit that had eccentric, which is the card that allows me to pull a card out of my banished pile every time I draw at least 8 cards, I can just keep on throwing focus fire on something over and over and over again. And if I have the actually broken wolf card called Solemn Vow, every time it comes up, I can just pull focus fire out of my deck again. We are set. We are done. This is exactly what I was hoping to show you guys on Saturday, and I have finally done so. I consider Beavers, they don't have the best talents, although they do have one really fucking strong one. They don't have the best passives, although they do have a couple of really strong ones. But their ability to throw around huge amounts of armor, and also to non-standard disruption by putting up those barricades, which are again essentially armor golems, because they do count as party members. For all cards and passives that affect party members, they count. Good job, ladies. Fucking great work. Great fucking work. Go back home and I don't know, man. What do Lady Beavers do on a Tuesday night? Whatever it is, you've earned it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are still with me, thank you very much for coming along. I love you all. Please, please, please be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. We are all that we have, and shit's scary out there. Good night, everybody. Until next time.